Hey guys, it's Ron. Today on Black Redneck, we are going to show you how to make a compost bin. The one on the right I just made. The one on the left has been here for, I don't know, a month, maybe 6 weeks. But we're going to learn how to make this very simple, very cheap, maybe even free, except for screws. I'll show you how today. Alright, so this is the original compost bin I built a month ago. I'm basically building a similar thing with pallets right next to it. Basically, it's just salvage parts together, whatever works. And I usually cover it with bags just to keep complete soaking of it from rainwater. Just cleared out a little area. Hopefully in the future we'll have a couple more right next to it. Got nothing but space back here, and sun barely hits this area. And this is the basic setup. Just 3 pallets side by side. This thing, whatever this box thing was, had big open spaces, so I'm going to put another little pallet right in there. It's good for the slats to have airflow in, but it's got to have some structure, so the actual compost will just stay in there and not blow away. So, simple as all. Some simple wood screws, a couple pieces of wood I'm going to use just to nail these together. The most simple, Fallout-esque doomsday build you'll see. Alright, 2 sides are done. Pretty secure. This thing isn't going anywhere. And I just added this little pallet in between here, because without it, you can see it's too open in here. Too much stuff will fall out. So I'm adding a little pallet in here. Close it up a bit. You still get airflow. And yep, just like that. And now we're going to fill up this compost bin with what I have laying around here. And this is the part where, guys, I don't know how much you'll need a gym, because this is some cardio. You're going to work out here. Alright, now as you can see, the compost pit is full. We got a lot of stuff off the ground to fill it up with, which is nice. Cleared up the whole area. As you can see in the afternoon, this area gets a nice good amount of sunlight, so I'll probably end up putting a bed back here. I have material for 2 more beds, which is why I salvaged, definitely got some good compost out of that, and leaf mold out of those piles that I broke up. Tons of worms were in there, which is good. Some of them got added to the bed. Some of them I let go into the compost pile because they will break that stuff up and aid in the process, speed it up a bit. This pile will probably sit here till the fall. I think I'll leave that, let that break down very good. Maybe use in the fall or set it in the fall so it can keep breaking down over the winter and be ready for next spring. Alright, and one thing I forgot that I didn't realize is that when it comes to composting, maybe many people don't realize the different types of composting that can be done. So we have regular composting where you just make a pile like I had before here. You let it sit for a year and it breaks down through the normal process of probably, I think it's like bacterial microbes, worms, etc., time, and it just breaks down. You throw some dirt on it and it becomes usable compost in about a year. Then we have hot compost that I like to do, which is basically putting in a pile. That's where I cover it with the garbage bags. The black garbage bags become hot as the sun beams on them, especially in about an hour. That cooks them real well. It gets hot under there. If you've ever seen Driven by Farms, etc., you'll see steam piles coming out of them. That's what's going on. On this one, you can't really see it now, but I have the tube up top and there's a tube below with holes drilled in it. That's to keep air going in there, because to compost you need the material, which is broken down grass, leaves, etc., food scraps, air, and basically heat. And dirt. So that'll lead to regular composting. Add the heat, that's hot composting. Some people get out thermostats and get really detailed with it. Like anything else when it comes to gardening, it's how crazy you want to get. I mean, sure, I can probably go pick up a cheap thermostat to check it, but I've done it before and it works. So with this one, that was yesterday that I did that. I showed you guys how to build that. I'm going to gather some plastic bags, put it on top, and figure about 3 months it'll be ready to go. Like I said, this will be ready in about a month and a half, maybe 2, and I'll use that in the summer for these beds, depending on how things progress. Again, most of the things I try to do are in the savings of time and cost. Just easy. Just throw piles in these cheap bins, cover them with garbage bags, let it break down, and in about 3 months, you got stuff ready to use to plant in and add to your beds, amend the bed, amend the soil. I've used it even in the yard for grass. All right, so I figure that's it. Just some good info to add besides just building the bin. Until next time.